I figured it was because it wasn't supposed to be the natural flow for Gutter to die, since you have to talk to him twice and stuff. Yeah. Do you think the ending would be copyrighted? Yeah, you do get copyright issues. Most of the stuff that I'm playing here, I'm having to dispute copyright claims. Basically, there's lots of annoying companies that seem to think they have a stake in these things. Basically, long story short, if anyone is like a content creator that's watching this and you're getting copyright claims for Final Fantasy X content, and you're doing like my type of stuff, you're doing like commentary playthroughs or whatever, then just dispute them, and hopefully you should be fine. That's what I've always done, and it works. The tragic ending, in Burke's opinion, is when Gutter survives. We need more. I find Gutter annoying. I've always said it. I'm not a fan of him, and so I prefer him dying in my playthrough. There you go. Cotillion coming in with the Luzu support.
Probably.
Love the Braska saves here.
Here too, huh? Give me a break. I was expecting, parades and fireworks.
You can ask for them after I defeat Sin.
Should be penance. The final boss of Final Fantasy X. Do you set yourself a maximum hours per week for work? Not really, and that's probably not a good idea in the past, but it's kind of my lifestyle allowed me to just work as much as I wanted, so you could work like 60, 70, 80 hours regularly, and it was fine. But nowadays I try to work less, probably somewhere between like 45, 50 hours maybe. If you average it out, it changes so much obviously when you do what I do. And I try to not work on weekends now. I used to work a lot more on weekends as well. So I definitely changed things up a bit and tried to be a bit more kind of, I guess, approach it a little bit more like a job that has more of its kind of routine and that kind of thing. And I think that works better for me. I can be more productive. And just generally make more time to spend with people and stuff like that. So yeah, that's generally how I do it. And again, when you've been doing it this long, if you just keep working those like super long weeks and you keep doing it over and over and over again, you're probably gonna, the candle that burns twice as bright and all that stuff. Right, okay. Another one of the, I guess, less fun cloisters. Let's begin. Let's see how my memory is. It's not so much memory, but the fact that you can see the discoloration on the squares and you can kinda remember where stuff was, depending on, like I say, in general, how well you remember these. So this one should be a white square at the top. This one I think is one that we need. Yeah. Has it felt like work lately, or is it still... Oh no, it's never really felt like work to me. It's still overwhelmingly on the fun side. Definitely. I think this is the one. Yeah. Imagine if they put the normal cloister music in this temple. Honestly, I don't know, maybe I kind of like the cloister music. I think it only gets a potential bad rep because of the context in which it appears. Like, this music does sound that you associate more with like combat, and so the fact that you're in a cloister where there's no combat, I did think it was a bit odd. Yeah, okay, when you come back for the treasure. I haven't returned for the treasure in so long. So, what was the deal here? We had to push these in, right? Let's begin. I always like the Cloister of Trials theme myself too, yeah. Yeah, I always thought it was good. I like it, but it would not fit the theme. Honestly, I think for me at least, it probably still fits the theme more than this one. I personally think this one doesn't fit the theme that well. Okay. This is going to take a while. Including mistakes. This one. And then... trying to remember. I think it's like here. I want to say this one. Like, you know, there's something off because the music is not as comforting as it should be. Yeah, that much I agree with, but for me, this I just associate too much with combat. And I feel like combat feel is not the vibe in here. Something more kind of unsettling, mysterious would be fine, but I don't know. That's just me. Can you feel the breath of 150 plus people down your neck? I think the only time I felt like, not really pressure, but it felt very like, holy shit, there's so many people watching right now, this is like tense, was when I did the anniversary stream last year where I fought Dark Anima once again in No Spirit, and we got up to like 700 and something people. I think it peaked to like 780 or something. It went absolutely wild. I had like, I'd never had a stream anywhere near that before. And so when I had like 700 people at once watching, I was just like, what is going on? Like, it was totally insane. And so that one I definitely did, but I feel like I'm very much used to 150, 250, 300. So yeah, that's not so bad. But yeah, getting over 3 million, I definitely had like the streamer's luck in that one. Like, that was wild. That was already like a 1 in 100 attempts that I had there. That's kind of why I didn't want to do it again, because the stream went so well and people had a really fun time. And so I was like, oh, why don't we just do this every year, make this like a yearly kind of thing. And then I was like, honestly, the next time I do it, it's probably going to be just like 3-4 hours worth of attempts where I don't even do a million damage, and it's going to start getting boring just repeating it over and over again. So I wasn't sure. Now, where is the one that's let me see what's left here. I need to remember where. I think this one. Yeah. Kiwi, welcome to the Shoe Puff Riders. Thank you for joining us. So there's only the long one left here. Which one is that? I think it's here. Yeah. There we go. So no missteps yet. Halfway there. Well, not halfway there actually. It's closer as long. Just bear with me. Chat amongst yourselves. Because then we have a fun fight. Alright, here we go again. And well, in general, I do have to say, I think it's also very much worth mentioning that the general community that hangs out for these streams, all of you guys right now, everyone is generally just so chill and so friendly that it makes the streaming very easy for me. And I always have a good time. I don't think I've had any kind of notably bad experiences while streaming. And so that's obviously, there you go, first misstep. Thanks to you guys. So that's definitely, I think, a big factor in enjoying it as well. It's just same with the 24/7 stream. Obviously that one, because it's literally 24/7, there's a lot more scope for things to happen. But these ones in general, they're just they're a great time. And so thank you to all for that as well. Yeah, this is the British version of fun. When I talk about Spectral Keeper, that's what I mean. Okay, where are the other two? There's one here, and then there's one up here. Should be this one. Yes. So now, it's this guy. Yeah, thankfully, generally we don't have to deal with the bots as well, which helps a lot. This guy, is that all of them? Yes. Okay. Hey Matta, thanks for joining us. Matta, aka Luigi. Thanks for coming to hang out. I did have a good Easter break. Yeah, it was nice. It was pretty busy. I did some DIY stuff. Spent some time with my family. Spent some time with my girlfriend. Chilled out a bit. Went for some nice walks. The weather was good over the weekend, so I was out and about, just exploring, hanging out. So yeah, it was nice. I had a good time. The weather being nice for most of it, relative to how it has been, definitely helped. Right, what next? It's always these guys. This guy again. I chose to work for Easter, got triple pay. Wow, nice. Yeah, that's the thing about this type of stuff. You get what you put in, right? It's not, you don't get bonuses at the end of the year and all of that kind of stuff. I always joke about the fact that Google, like YouTube, doesn't even give us YouTube Premium for free as content creators. Like, we don't even get that. We make them so much money collectively. But yeah, we don't have the greatest job security and perks, but that's kind of how it is. This is the one, right? Yeah. I do think, like, just as a gesture, they should basically give like anyone with maybe X amount of views or subscribers just a premium membership. It literally, it costs them nothing, man. Let's be real. How much, like, they don't need like content creators. Let's say verified level content creators. They don't need their $15 a month or whatever it is. Right. Lights off. At least premium after a year of 10,000 plus subs. Yeah, would be nice. In pure concept, this kind of job market should probably not be in the hands of a private global corporation, but that's how it goes. Yeah, it's one of these things. Obviously, it's very easy to kind of just moan and complain about that type of stuff, but obviously I'm more than grateful that YouTube has given me a platform for so long to kind of do what I do, and I'm still here, still going strong, and so I've got to thank them for that. I've made them a lot of money, but obviously they've made me a lot of money, and I can do this full time, and so yeah, I can't like shit on them too much. Waka is the dude that gets the 20-piece chicken nuggets for himself. I've done that before, to be fair. Alright. So. It is time for Spectral Keeper. Now, this is a tough one because, in general, provoke is like one of the best things to do against it, but the person getting provoked is going to get hit very hard, and so can we keep the provoked person alive? That's going to be the thing. If we can, then it'll be relatively okay and we should be fine, but if we're struggling to keep the provoked person alive, then it'll be definitely more difficult, so we'll see. And well, we don't want to lose control of everybody here. That's also not smart. Like, if you're in a powerful position, being deliberately berserked is not a big deal. But obviously I want to make sure I keep my party under control, otherwise they're going to die very quickly. Like, the counter-attacks obviously are a big problem here, and so you'll get hurt quite badly. I do have Protect. I think Waka has Protect. should be okay for that, but... yeah, don't have the best of armors, really. I definitely need like a proper look at my equipment before Unalesca. I don't think I'm very set up here. Yeah, it would be nice if she had a Berserk Ward, but she does not. Let me just see if I can customize anything that might help in this fight. Nah. Okay. Yeah, that's actually something I remember from the P. Birdman Ultimate Companion Guide. The party has automatic first strike in this fight. So yeah, it starts on like tick 0 for everybody. They wanted you to be able to move around before Spectral Keeper gets any turns. Yeah, I think that's definitely nice of them. Okay, I think I will probably start like this. Also, I want to see the defense stats. Riku weirdly has high defense. Lulu, of course, her base defense is very high, so she's good. Like, she's doing well, man. Interesting. Okay. Also, who had the haste stuff? Was it Yuna? It was. Okay. Right. Yeah, we've had no game over so far. We got very close to Malboro in the Sunken Cave. Cavern of the Soul and Faith almost killed us. Kimari came in clutch there. I think that's the closest we've come, definitely. Will you be doing randomizers for older Final Fantasies as well? Potentially, yeah, why not? So for me, this hinges mostly on what we do with Yuna and how the glyph mines go. It just wants to talk. Right. This is one of those fights where I don't really remember if there's any status effects that I can use against it. Yuna basically has a lot to do because I want her to put people into haste if she can. Let's spread out first. Protect. Alright, speed up. So we're not going to attack just yet. Let's be patient here. In fact, I'm literally just going to wait. So basically, this way, it's only Yuna that's going to take a hit. But obviously she has to survive. Now, what I can do, I guess, she also knows Cheer. Nice, I guess. Yeah, pretty sure stuff like this won't work against him. So again, we're just going to wait. Another protect here. Okay. So, let's provoke and see what happens here. Okay. So I'm not going to attack again, just wait. The live stream. Welcome to the stream, and yes, indeed, hope everyone's having a great Ramadan. Let me... Waka has Protect, and he's healed himself, right? I am just going to throw a Holy on and see what happens here. $3,000. That's good magic defense. I think it's susceptible to mental break. So let's get a full break while we're here. I think we'll be okay. There you go. Dodge. So yeah, this is going to hit Yuna basically every time now. And so are the counter attacks. So mental break, provoke. Yes. Okay. So this is the only trouble here. This is going to happen every time. And so we don't want Yuna to die. But it basically protects everybody else and makes it an easier time for all of us. Let's haste up Lulu as well. If I ever make a more general purpose mod rather than challenge mod, you can bet I'm finding a way to make Holy hit 8 times in 10 to instead of only 1 time. Okay, so now things get a little more interesting. We have to move along. Okay, now we can hit it with another Holy. Nice, that was good evasion right there. Does mental break increase the damage from this actually? I'm curious. No, it doesn't. Okay. It's only if it's weak to fire. Oof. Do some of this. Maybe he just wants a hug but can't because of his claws. How much does a Thundara do? 1,500. Yeah, the damage is heavy. She's got MP. Let's use an overdrive. Why not? Oh. Yeah, that was my bad. I rarely missed the last one. I thought it was going to be water after ice. That did not work too well. But it's a struggle to do big damage against this guy. The physical defense is high, and if you don't have high level magic, it's gonna... Honestly, Tidus might be the better bet here, but his magic stat is much lower. Not sure. Let's throw a flare in the mix. It's been a while. Yeah, even then, it's like, when you factor in the delay as well, you're probably better off just getting Auron to attack twice or something. But yeah, you can see, I mean, it's holding up better than Sanctuary Keeper did. Yeah, I can regen, but I think you'd probably be a bit slow. I'm happy to just keep healing when necessary, it's fine. I'm not really missing out on any attacks. Only 1,000? What? That is bad. How is he only doing 1,000 damage? using a Cura on Yuna. Just gonna use another flare, why not? Just noticed the bug has a 6-pack. It does. Okay. Ooh. Does Titus die here? Hold on. Wait. Yeah, I think he does die. I couldn't get him out in time. I believe. Yep, this is what happens. And most of this is just because the battle's taking long. I don't think it's going to really change anything. It's fine. But in general, I'm just showing you like the danger in this fight. Yeah, let me split the turns here. So Titus dies. And bring him back. Wakey wakey. But you can see in general the damage output is not the best. Let's do one of these. Why did it do so few? I think I got like 7 last time, or maybe 8. The overdrives have not been on point so far. So it's been a bit of a grind this time, but finally berserked. This is a problem because she's going to attack and then get countered immediately and then get taken out. So this is why your provoker not having berserk protection is an issue, but hopefully we're going to mitigate that with some of this. Okay. So she's still doing okay, just about. I can't get more than 4 Fury Zone remastered. It does obviously depend on her magic stat and which one you're trying to do and stuff, but yeah, it's not been the best. Still only 8 ethers after all this time. Wow. I'd rather just keep kind of grinding it out here. And since we have counterattacks, we need to kind of just do as much damage as we can. This is still more than a normal attack does. Bring Orin back. Basically, I want to throw some cheers in so that Orin can do maybe more damage as well. Oh, wow. Look at that timing again. This time I think I can get away. Just. Those glyph mines are a bitch. Yeah, so I have to put myself in attack range here. But fortunately I was able to get out of the way. Having haste obviously helped. Yeah, everyone's got haste. Okay. Then what should we do? I guess I can just move here and keep going. Nah, I'll just wait for Orin to move instead. I'll just hold tight. Okay. It will help Yuna need a little less healing as well. That's much better. Just wait. Should be able to bring it home soon. Right. Oren's back up to a full overdrive already. Nice. Still only 1,100 damage. That's so bad. Even with all these cheers, it's not been enough to really make a big impact here. It's just a very high defense customer. They want you to mostly use magic. And it's barely doing anything. But at least we brought the damage of that to under 1,000, which is good. Okay. Just gonna have to try and power home with these magic spells here. Ty's got a couple more flares left in him. Might as well. Actually, let's see how much his Thundaga does. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Okay, we're still good. Wow, okay, that was a lucky outcome. That was a lucky outcome. I think I should go for this one again. Almost there. Yeah, she's going to take relatively big damage here, but just going to wait. Try and maintain the no game overs as best we can. Okay. Basically, I'm just thinking ahead to if she gets Berserk Tail, the Berserk hits, and then she hits on the next turn. So I'm splitting the turns here with Tidus just to try and make sure that doesn't happen. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. She got Berserk there. So for example, if I didn't do that switch, Yuna would have hit and got counterattack. I think she would have survived. It would have been okay this time, but in general, I try to protect against that. So we're still good. Look at Tidus putting in the work with the magic. Lulu would be so proud. The Lulu and Tidus magic show. Yeah, I mean, Yuna provoking and then tanking all the hits is a pretty nice version of events. It's pretty cool. That was actually a mistake. I meant to select High Potion, but fine. 6,400. Tidus is Lulu's magic prodigy on this run, yeah. He just did it all to impress Lulu, so that he could charm her with his magic. Wow, okay. That has been some good RNG. Those glyph placements have been brilliant. Who would have thought Uniles's final trial goes like this. The summoner is in front while her guardians tickle the boss to death. Yeah, this is the best I've been able to do here. I think we're within... Yeah, okay. I wonder if it's worth trying to charge some overdrives ahead of Unileska. Then again, he'll probably kill it. Wow, 713, that's so bad. Yeah, not much happening there. Okay, Titus will finish this off with a flare. We're not going to mess around anymore. And there it is. Sanctuary Keeper. Tony G, welcome to the stream. It's a bit late in the day, but thank you for joining us. And yeah, hopefully you'll see how we got through this one in the VODs. But yeah, this was definitely much more grindier than Sanctuary Keeper. Yeah, the fact there's only 4 glyphs and not 5 is definitely a good one. So I think I will cut this session shorter. What we'll do is we will watch the cutscenes in the lead up.
We're here.
And then we'll probably stop.
The Hall of the Final Summoning.
Go.
Yes.
Yes. What if a summoner did the whole pilgrimage without guardians? That would have been like a cool piece of lore. Like a certain summoner is the only known summoner to have ever got there without guardians. And then Unileska's like, yeah, you need someone to sacrifice. And like, oh shit.
What do you mean, no final Aeon?
Sir Orin! Everyone!
Go make friends and come back. Exactly. Make a friend, sorry. That's exactly what would have happened. You get all that way yourself. You're such a badass. Like, you don't even need any guardians. And then they're like, yeah, that's kind of not how it works. Sorry. You're going to have to bring a sacrifice and come back. You're overqualified for this. So yeah, I want to do some prep anyway. Honestly, I might have to go back to Gagazette anyway just to have a look at some stuff. Because this is obviously one fight we've got to take very seriously. I forgot to turn on notifications to be reminded. That's a shame. Yeah, it's one of those things. Obviously, we always love it when people turn on notifications, but especially a channel like mine, because I basically upload 1, sometimes 2 videos a day. If you were to do that for like 5 channels, it's going to get very spammy. So I totally get people that don't turn on notifications for channels. I don't have any channels on YouTube that I turn notifications on for myself, so I respect it. It's all good. You don't have to turn on notifications. All right, I want to have a look at equipment. Then there's one more cutscene. Right, there is one more like long cutscene inside, and then we have the ability to save one more time before we go up to the battle arena. So there's probably still about 10 minutes or so to go here, and that will push us close to the 3 hours anyway that we usually do. So I think, I mean, one of the easiest ways to generally defeat Unileska obviously is to have some kind of control over who's zombified and who isn't, but who has zombie ward of any kind? Let's have a look at that first and kind of build from there. We do have the guild to buy more holy waters to make more zombie wards if we want them. I think Orin might be the only one. Of course, Orin's the only one with a zombie ward. We have to deal with zombie, we have to deal with confusion. They're like the 2 biggest threats here. And I don't know... Well, I guess Automed could be cool here. It's been so long since I did Automed, so it's like they only do it on themselves, right? They're not going to heal anybody else. As in, like, toss a holy water on anyone else other than themselves. Hecatouch. Yeah, only themselves. Okay. Yes, I think maybe Yuna will have to remain front line for stuff because she's got some confused wall-eyed near the end, especially. And I feel like Waka will probably be on the front line, so I need to see how I can use him. Like, I don't really have too much in the way of resources. Like, guy doesn't even have a Dark Ward. Yeah, it's going to be a bit... Definitely going to be a bit of a slog, considering that, like I said, I'm going to try to not sort of engage in lots of battles and farm new stuff and prepare and all of that kind of thing. Otherwise, that'll be a bit long. If I find that I'm really struggling, then yeah, I will. Because Yunalesca is generally a preparation fight. If you are well prepared, it's generally not so bad. But if you have no preparations, you don't have the tools, then it can definitely get much more difficult. I think this one probably works best, the silence one. Okay. I think that's generally all I can really do, but for example, like I need to go and at least buy holy waters. I think, how many do I have? 23. Honestly, it might not be enough. If it's a really long, like drawn out battle, it probably won't be enough. So let me go and have this this cutscene, and then I will go get some holy waters.
This isn't a faith. It's just an empty statue.
That statue lost its power as a faith long ago.
Hi, Tremor.
It is Lord Zayon, the first faith of the final summoning. What you see before you is all that remains of him. Lord Zayon is... his soul is gone.
Gone?
Gone?
You mean there is no final Aeon?
But fear not. Lady Yunalesca will show you the path. The final Aeon will be yours. The Summoner and the final Aeon will join powers. Go to her now. Inside, the lady awaits.
Yeah, okay. Tremor does use his model. Yeah, they have different voice actors, but
Yuna, wait!
It is the model.
Auron, you knew this was gonna happen, didn't you?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell us?
If I had told you the truth, would that really have stopped you from coming? Yuna.
I'm not going back.
Kimahri knows. Kimahri goes first. Yuna is safe. Kimahri protect.
What a legend. Okay, so then we have the cutscenes in here, and then we have a chance to save again, so we should be good to keep going here. End the session with some cutscenes.
Someone's coming! Lady Yunalesca.
Welcome to Zanarkand. I congratulate you, Summoner. You have completed your pilgrimage. I will now bestow you with that which you seek. The final summoning will be yours. Now, choose. You must choose the one whom I will change to become the faith of the final summoning. There must be a bond between Chosen and Summoner, for that is what the final summoning embodies. The bond between husband and wife, mother and child, or between friends. If that bond is strong enough, its light will conquer sin. 1,000 years ago, I chose my husband Zeon as my faith. Our bond was true, and I obtained the final Aeon. There is nothing to fear. You will soon be freed of worry and pain. For once you call forth the final Aeon, your life will end. Death is the ultimate and final liberation. Your father, Braska, chose this path.
It is not too late. Let us turn back.
If I turn back, who will defeat Sin? Would you have some other summoner and his guardians go through this?
But... my lord, there must be another way. This is the only way we got now. Fine. Make me the faith. I've been doing some thinking. My dream is back in the others, Anakin. I wanted to make that runt into a star blitz player. Show him the view from the top, you know. But now I know there's no way home for me. I'm never gonna see him again. My dream's never gonna come true. So make me the faith.
Yeah, great scene.
I'll fight Sin with you, Braska. Then maybe my life will have meaning, you know? Don't do this, Jekt. If you live, there may be another way. We'll think of something, I know. Believe me, I thought this through. Besides, I ain't getting any younger, so I might as well make myself useful.
Jekt?
What? You're not gonna try to stop me too?
Sorry. I mean... thank you.
Braska still has to fight Sin, Orin. Guard him well. Make sure he gets there. Well, let's go. Lord Braska, Jekt. What do you want now? Sin always comes back. It comes back after the calm, every time. The cycle will continue and your deaths will mean nothing.
But there's always a chance it won't come back this time. It's worth trying.
I understand what you're saying, Orin. I'll find a way to break the cycle. You have a plan?
Jekt?
Trust me, I'll think of something.
I don't think anyone believed him at this point. Like, this guy coming up with a way to break the cycle. Okay, then. But then, lo and behold, this moment, though.
And the cycle went on.
We'll break it.
But how? What, you got a plan now?
If one of us has to become a faith, I volunteer.
Me too, Yuna.
That still won't change anything, you know? You'd bring the calm, and then what? That won't break the cycle!
Listen. You want to defeat Sin and keep Yuna alive. You don't want Sin to come back, yeah? That is just not gonna happen, brother, you know?
If you want everything, you'll end up with nothing.
But I want everything.
But I want everything!
Now you're being childish.
I give up. So what would an adult do then? They know they can just throw away a summoner, then they can do whatever they like. You're right. I might not even have a chance. But no way am I gonna just stand here and let Yuna go. And what Orin said about there being a way, I think it's true.
You'll think of something?
Yes. I'll go ask Yunaleska. She's got to know something.
You really think she'll help you?
I don't know, but I have to try. This is my story. It'll go the way I want it, or I'll end it here.
Wait. You say it's your story, but it's my story too, you know? It would be so easy to let my fate just carry me away, following this same path my whole life through. But I know I can't. What I do with no regrets.
Damn. Great scene. And for me, you always got to put it into perspective, man. This was literally the first time Square Enix ever made like voice acted cinematic cutscenes like this for a game. And what they managed to pull off with that, I think, is just so good. And it really set a benchmark for what to expect from Final Fantasy scenes in the future. Just really good stuff. Everything there, the music. Again, I think the camera, I saw one or two like in the chat about the camera. I still think with those memory scenes, it's obviously some kind of creative decision to imply that maybe it's like the, you know, the Firefly perspective. That's why the camera moves around in those ways and stuff. It gives it a more kind of dreamy kind of feel, I don't know. But yeah, those scenes are just great. Yeah, just everything just comes together really nicely. I think they're well voice acted, those scenes, like the important scenes especially. They're well voice acted, the music, everything, I think just comes together nicely. So great moment. And yeah, Tidus even kind of acknowledging that, yeah, he is being childish, but that like regardless he's going to press forward and do what he can to save Yuna because he cares about her so much. I kind of like that. So yeah, he is he's annoying and obnoxious with the whole, oh, this is my story, I want everything. But he also knows what he is, you know? And so I think that goes some way, for me at least, to make him a bit more likable in those moments. And why I think he makes himself a bit more relatable as a character. So I think from here, I'm not going to do this fight without more holy waters. I think I need to be ready. And so I'm going to spend like 5 minutes going to get some holy waters and then coming back. And so we'll kind of hang out for the last 5 minutes. And then in the next session, we will take on Yunaleska. So the teleport pad, was it here? Here. They work, right? Yeah. I think, again, they kind of know that there's a chance that players could get stuck here. So let's just say you don't do anything. You go straight into Yunaleska. It's your first time through. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what to expect. And then you get absolutely, like, taken out. You have a few attempts. You can't do it. The cutscene's long. You're getting annoyed. And you realize that you need to go back and focus here on a different plan. And so they give you this option to go back if I can do it properly. There you go. And so this is at least something. I definitely think it's helpful. And we'll keep going. It would have been even nicer if like Once was there, but you kind of have to backtrack for him. So yeah, all of the Ronso are very much dead. Yes, indeed. You can teleport. I think Mountain Trail is still the one that Once is closest to. We have to go down a couple of tiers. So I think we'll get a couple extra steals in while we're trying to head towards Once. Damn, I'm surprised how many people didn't know about the teleport squares. I don't think Once is there anymore. Is he not? Why is he not? I swear I've come back to Once in this situation before. Damn, maybe I misremember. So there's no way to buy holy waters now unless I backtrack all the way to Markalania? Is that the deal? Surely that's not right. So he's already moved to Markalania? At what point does he make the switch, I wonder? So we'll check this as like our final thing here. But I always thought he was still there. I feel like I've done this backtrack before. And well, design-wise, it seems to me like it would make sense to let the player backtrack here to get some supplies. But we'll find out soon. Okay, fair play. I generally always trust Karifian's knowledge. If he says that's the case, then I always believe him. Just trying to get a couple extra steals in, but these guys, they're of a high enough level to even try and do that. If you're not prepared for them, it can be a bit annoying. Rip. Poor Riku. Backslap. At least we got to have one in this session. But yeah, I don't know at what point specifically he ends up doing that. So yeah, since we basically have first strike plus flee anyway, I'm happy to just no encounters it just so we can check what's going on. Yep, Karifian is correct. So again, thankfully it's not a... I guess the teleporters, what I've said about them still applies because you can basically get back to the Calm Lands relatively fast. Only question is it only once at this point that sells the Holy Waters? This will always be my favorite song in the game. It's really, really good. So good. It's funny, like it's so like memorable for me. Like this kind of environment, snowy, mountainous environment, plus this song is so like ingrained in my brain. Like when I'm playing Sekiro, for example, and there's like snow, there's a bit of a kind of a mountainy, snowy vibe. I'm like, yeah, this song plays in my head. I'm not going to steal more. I think it's just quicker to do this, honestly. Even the Macalania, Monsteria definitely sells them. Okay. Even the Final Fantasy 12 Mountain sound is not as good as this. Yeah, the Final Fantasy 12 soundtrack for the mountains there is also nice, definitely. But I agree with you. That track is just special. Oh yes, I never actually came here on the way there. We're not going to capture anything. I'm just here to buy some extra items to cover my ass because we're not kind of prepping in terms of farming battles and all that kind of stuff. Farming steals. We're trying to push through. But I can at least get some holy water so that I'm ready. Yes, indeed. So this is good. I guess this ended up being educational for people because there's people that didn't know you could backtrack like this and how easy it is. Yeah, exactly. I'm not interested in this right now, dude. He does have holy waters. Good call. I think I'm just going to max them out. Just a few extra healing options. Okay. I mean, since we have some nice tools at our disposal, at this stage, Once only has the 4 slot weapons, right? He won't have the stuff that he's... So that's like a one-time. If you miss that, then you missed it. So I was thinking like the weapons that I missed last time that I didn't buy, can I get them now? But I think he has the empty weapons now. I wonder if there's a monster capturing mod that tracks how many you've captured. That's really... I wish there was. If we end up doing monster capturing, which I think we will, that would be a nice mod if there was one. I'll definitely research that. But yeah, with that, we did actually hit the 3 hours anyway, so I think it was pretty perfect timing. What I'm going to do, I'm going to head back to Unalesca. We're not going to make any further preparations. If we fail, we fail. And we'll just see how things go in the next session. This is one where legit, like, anything can happen, I think. I've managed to have a clear run so far. I haven't had any deaths, but this one with only 1 zombie walled armor and not a whole ton of preparation, protection, items, we will have to see. So yeah, we're going to pick things back up from here in the next session. Thank you all for watching and hanging out once again. As usual, the plan is to stream again in 2 weeks' time. So not next Tuesday, the one after. Same time, same place, and hopefully we'll have a good time and try to defeat Unalesca and push ever closer towards the end of the game in this challenge, and then move on to even more interesting things in the post-game. So thank you all once again. I will see you soon. Take care.